Yo, what's up, guys? It's Nervy here, and welcome to another video. Today, we're interviewing Shaz. And Shaz was the number one solo player in Cambria Season 2, where he managed to make $20,000 by simply playing a game on chain. Let's break things down. Since you're the number one player of Season 2, give us a quick overview. Like, what is Cambria and how does it actually work?
So Cambria is a risk-to-earn game. It's on-chain, Web3, inspired by Albion, RuneScape, and Ultima. You can do a vast amount of things, i.e. skilling, killing monsters, and trading. So it's on the grand scale of things in Web3 can earn you money. It's MMORPG. Well, it is an MMORPG.
What do you think makes Cambria stand out from every other on-chain game?
Oh, very good question. On-chain games, everyone knows. Like, everyone's been saying it, Web3 gaming is dead for the past, 2-3 years. But then we kind of, lacked from there. There wasn't returns for gamers to make money from. There wasn't success rates. There was projects building and then suddenly saying, yo, look, we don't have the funds. Our runway is clear. We don't have any more money. Insider manipulation, investors get what they get out of it. They all fuck off. Whereas Cambria, I see they're doing it different. It's a game that can potentially build, it potentially grow, and it can only grow. There is no downside to it because majority of the funds that are coming is from you guys, from the players, from the community, from everyone that wants to play and invest. That money goes back to everyone else that's playing. It's that simple. And that's a great thing about Cambria because the player economy is so thriving that the return to your money ratio is huge. If you know what you're doing and what you need to do, you can make so much money. That's what makes Cambria different to every other game. I haven't seen a game mechanic like Cambria where you get so much money in return from the player ecosystem, buying and selling items in game, which are all allowed, the real world trading for silver to USDC, and then the rewards that are given out, content creator rewards, bug bounty rewards, freaking prize pool rewards, paymaster rewards, which are the charters that you buy and stake, thoughtful in ways of how to make money for the people and not themselves that much, to be honest. They've just been getting investors and I'm proud of them.
I agree, man.
The mechanic works, the flywheel works, it's all going, it's rotating, the cogs are spinning, and I don't see that lacking in any way. And that's why I believe Cambria is on top and will always stay on top unless a game comes out with huge funding and says, yo, listen, play our seasons and we'll give you free money. You guys don't even have to invest. That's the only way I see Cambria going down. And for majority of players, if you know or played Cambria.
So actually, when you started playing Cambria, did you ever think you would become this good, or did it just happen over time?
When I first played Cambria Season 1, I was in a small guild. I'd say it was just me and one other person. I never thought I'd be the best in Season 1 because it was just like a 2-man guild, 3-man guild max. I tried my hardest to do as best as I could, learn everything. It was the first time for a lot of people. I didn't play the playtest before that. So jumping into Season 1, I was a bit like, wow, what the hell is this? But the bonus is from my previous experience in RuneScape, right? Mechanics work the same. I knew I had to go find monsters to kill. I knew I had to get the best armor. I knew I had to check the armor stats. I knew the different skills inside of it and what skills do what. Smithing, I need to mine certain ores to smith the ores to make a bar, and that bar would translate into an armor that you can make, and so on, and crafting and magic and archer. Just so many stats that I already had known throughout my RuneScape years of playing, the edge that I needed. And I think that's what made me know that I was good at the game and that I'd find it pretty easy. Thanks to RuneScape, thanks to Ultima, thanks to Albion. Playing those games made me a well-seasoned player in Cambria. And to be honest, Cambria is a easier version of all of those.
What other successes have you had besides Cambria? Which games were you very good at?
My whole entire childhood, I've played RuneScape, World of Warcraft, being in the top guilds, top players in RuneScape. But I sort of changed my forte as I grew older. I went into first-person shooters. I don't know, sounds big, but Fortnite, and then obviously Call of Duty. I actually played competitively for Call of Duty. Yeah, that's what I would say. But for successes in Web3, Big Up Pixels is a great game. Fantastic on Ronin. That was one of my main games that I played back in the day. Actually was the pivot of gaming. Like it was the king of all gaming. It kick-started off gaming, Web3 gaming. Of an Axie Maxi, but my friend was, and he made loads of money and lost a lot of money from it as well. But yeah, Pixels gave me great income, and that was one of my biggest wins in crypto gaming.
When does the new season actually start? And besides that, can you play for free?
So how to play Cambria? Pretty easy. Just follow them on X, play Cambria.
I'll put the links in the description, guys. I'll put the links in the description.
It's pretty simple. All you have to do is have a wallet. It could be an abstract wallet, a Ronin wallet, an EVM. Just have a wallet ready, make your character, jump in the world. You can play for free, but you need to have guilds. So there's loads of guilds out there recruiting. Jump in the Discord. Nobody's going to put the link in there. Check the guild recruitment channel. Find the guild that you like. Find a cool name if you don't know about the guilds, and just join up. Different guilds will have different percentages that you have to give your share of whatever you earn to, because they are funding you if you go a funded route. If you're going self-funded route and you want to pay for everything yourself, so there's potentially more risk to earn, then they will basically put a lower tax. I mean, minimum is 5% anyway.
That makes sense. And just to clarify for the people that don't know, what do you actually pay for? Because as you explained yourself, you can be self-funded or you can be funded whenever you join a guild or not. Where do players actually pay for?
Yeah, so initially to play the game, you need to buy a charter, right? There's 4 different categories this season. Just to go over when the season starts, it's on 4th of December. So it's in like 5 days from this interview. So 4 different charters. Charter 1 allows you access to, well, all the charters allows access to the game. And then the other 3 charters are like bonus charters, i.e. they give you different benefits. That's something for you guys to look into. There's a lot that goes into it. If you're new, I fully recommend you go into a guild, get rid of that risk to reward ratio where you don't have to invest that much money, if anything, none. Potentially the guild would pay for your charter and your energy orbs. Play season 3, see if you like it, come back for season 4 and dominate. But if you've got the money, by all means, buy that charter and go ahead. You could invest $25, $35 charter, buy like 10 orbs or maybe 20 orbs, go fishing on the first day. You'd be making like $200 to $500 a day just from fishing. So your investment of $50 could potentially be 10 times on the first 2 days.
Yeah, so you need energy. You need like energy to play the game, right?
You need that, but you need a charter. That's like your pass to.
It's like your access pass. By the way, guys, make sure when you sign up, use code Shaz or code Nervi. It would really help us guys out as creators. So yeah, tell us about your strategy, or what exactly did you figure out that helped you become the #1 player of Season 2 Cambria?
Oh, you want me to spill the beans? That's crazy.
Well, of course, the season is going to be different, but you know, Season 2, like, how, Shaz? How?
Initially, I didn't want to go for rank 1. That wasn't on my mind. I was running guild, playing nights with Kenny, Big Man, and Panda. We were managing and all sorts, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to go for rank 1. I just want to enjoy my time. I'm going to have fun. But it got to a point where I was playing, having loads of fun, and I got a bit distracted, right? My degen inside me just fucking was like, yo, look, you're up there right now, you're top 10. Let's go for top 1. I think within the first 2 or 3 days, it was top 1-ish or top 2. Some bug came out, and there were people in there that motivated me to get to top 1, and I never was going to go for it. But because they shat on me and I couldn't take that, my pride just kicked in. I think it was by like day 4, I got pushed down by the leaderboard, like pretty far, like 12 or something, because of abuse or whatever you'd like to call it. I don't think it was abuse really. It was more like an in-game mechanic that had to get nerfed. I got pushed down dramatically, and I thought if I did it for the first 2 days, I can do it now onwards, right? They nerfed that method. You know, I couldn't do it. Unfortunately, I was running mage class, and that was more geared towards rangers or archers. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and dominate this. They've been nerfed. I'm going to go ahead and just smash it and do my own thing and scale from there. I didn't really think I could ever get to rank 1. I'm going to be honest with you. It wasn't a foresight, but it was just like, yo, I got to do this. You know, it's standing on me now. I pushed this many hours and I've sacrificed this much time, this much money. I got to go for rank 1, no matter what it takes. Even if I lose money at this point, I've got to fucking do it. And I just I literally just went for it, bro. There was, big up PK, big up all the guys that were working behind scenes, the managers, the leaders. I was meant to be leading and managing, but they took over those roles, and they just let me go for it. So yeah, huge shout out to them, huge shout out to the community, and huge shout out to everyone around that gave me the potential or the ability to go ahead and do that.
So basically, there are different sorts of routes you can take to become a player on the leaderboard. But basically, what I'm making up out of this is time. Like
Yeah.
time is usually not your friend, so you got to spend a lot of time in order to get where you want to be, especially on the leaderboards, right? Because you're on the leaderboard means more rewards. How do you actually
Yeah.
deal with the pressure when everybody's expecting you to stay on top?
Well, a few lines. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. The pressure for season 3, I'm not going to be top. Like that's something I've said many times. I'm gonna focus on my guild now, first and foremost. I'm gonna focus on the community members. I'm gonna focus on, just everyone that wants to prosper. That's what we're all about now. But the pressure, my missus was my motivation. She's not really into games and stuff like that. I think she was the main benefactor of my motivation. So I would say the pressure was to make her proud. She was there cooking food, cleaning away, doing things, going to work, coming back, just see me up at night, kiss me good night, whatever it is, wish me luck. And there'll be times where I was like, yo, I'm hella tired, like drained. It was like 16 hours gameplay, and she'll be like, no, you gotta fucking stay on. You gotta fucking stay on and stay rank 1. You can't go down now. You wasted like over 100 hours these last 14 days, and you're gonna give up at the end. Something that kept me motivated, kept me going on, and sort of got rid of all the pressure that on my back. So I think that helped me out. That person next to you gives you that kick, because there was moments where I was like sleeping for 2 hours a day, and I just wanted to be like, yo, you know what? Rank 1's not worth it. Let that second guy go. I'm happy with top 10. Like I'm not someone that wants that top 1 that badly. That sort of kept me going.
Still managed to push it through.
Yeah, and some people need that in life. Like if you have no one above you, then you're never gonna get there.
Oh, I bet. Like, do you have a system, or do you log on and just book?
So within the game, you have energy orb usage, right? And it's on a 24-hour counter from the first time you use the first orb. In season 2, you could use 10 orbs before you get into a toxic state where your orbs diminish at a very quicker rate. So they're like diminishing fucking whatever you want to call it. I would have a set time. So the game went live like 4 p.m. my time, and I would use my first orb 4 p.m. And then by the time I finished using my last 10th orb, because I don't want to go into a toxic state, I would end it around maybe 2 o'clock in the morning or 4 a.m. in the morning.
What's a toxic state?
So basically, when you go beyond the threshold of orb usage, the replenish is like much quicker. So let's say, for example, you're in a T4 zone, a tier 4 zone. Your orb rate's going down 640 per second energy. The first time you go above 10, it'll be at 13% extra. So you'll be losing like 730 odd per second instead of 640 and that scales. So if I use another orb on top of that, that 13% goes to 33% extra increase. So it's like 900 energy per second from there on. So it wasn't worth it. It's super not worth it. You're just wasting money, wasting time. So what I do is I log off at like 2 a.m. and then I'd wake up again just before 4 p.m. so I can start that chase again, that same grind, that 12 hours grind that I needed. That was my routine. I'd wake up, I'd go for a walk, or sometimes no walk, just shower.
No food, no toilet, no walks, just
like sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, when there was a guild event and we were all there charging into the dungeon, trying to mine that ore for hours on end, there was no time for toilet, bro. Like honestly, you'd be holding that in. You'd be hella holding that in.
Well, I can imagine, man. That will probably be me. What's the most clutch moment that you ever had where you were like, oh yeah, this is why I'm number 1?
I think it was when one of the team members was watching me kill the mushroom guy at the mushroom altar, the mushroom lord. Basically, there's a guild called Mana. So fuck you, Mana. They're the biggest PK guild out there. They ruined so many people's lives in season 2. They made a lot of people lose money because they were just constantly killing them, not letting them farm, etc. I have a little golden ring under my name. It's for when you're like top 50, I think, on the leaderboard. You get a gold ring and you're marked on the map. So every player can see where you are, what you're doing, etc., etc. So mana was always up my ass, like constantly up my ass. 4-man mana team or 6-man mana team would just try to always gank me. I had to figure out a way to deceive these fuckers, to not lose against these fuckers, to not die by them, because that would just ruin my rep, right? I couldn't die to mana. Fuck you guys. So what I did was I put a portal behind the mushroom altar, and it was hidden away from anyone. You can't see it unless you click the mushroom altar. So I was there killing the mushroom lord, and as soon as I see mana guys on my map running in with their cocoa leaves, fucking coked out their head, with their magic trying to freeze my ass, I'll use a bomb. So like I can't be frozen for like 12 seconds or 15 seconds or however long it is. And I'll just directly right click the portal and go inside of it. So yeah, I think that was one of my most like giga brain moves that I ever did farming. And yeah, there's been a few other times, but that's my most proud move, time where I theory crafted.
So let's switch things up for the upcoming season. Like, what are your general thoughts on the player base, the activity, and just everything overall?
So the player base in season 2, I believe we reached around 10,000 concurrent players. I believe in season 3 we're going to see 15 to 20k, if not double. If we do see that, great. If we don't see that and it's the same amount, still great. 10k concurrent players in a Web3 game is phenomenal, and it's beyond average by all means. Prize pool wise, 1 mil plus. I definitely see 1 mil plus easily. Overall, I think season 3 is going to be a different season compared to season 2. We got different things implemented. We got the dungeons. I feel like there's going to be more events in game. It's going to be a bit more PvP intense, because if you think about it, if the numbers double, that means there's more people on the map. And that means there's more potential to kill more people. That's what we all love to do, right? Makes your life easier. Take their stuff, take their RF, take their farm, and take their money. So, yeah, I think it's going to be, majority of it is going to be PvP based. It's going to be very hard for you to actually farm in locations that you want to farm, because guilds will overtake those farming locations and just dominate it and just not allow other guilds to come enter. So there's going to be a lot of PvP, I think, especially guild v guild.
And one more important thing. Can people join your guild? We were talking about guilds and how you could join. Of course, go into Discord recruitment. But tell us a bit more about your guild and if other players.
Absolutely. Okay, so I'm working alongside with Plague Knights. Big up Plague Knights. Big up Kenny. Big up Panda. Big up everyone in the guild.
I'm in Plague Knights. I'm in Plague Knights.
No, yeah, no, I was in Plague Knights too. So obviously the link will be below. Check it out. Get on the Discord. We're right now asking for funded players, and we are also offering a scholarship program. So if you want to join in and not pay any money at all and play the game, jump in. You'll be jumping into our scholar program where we will pay for you to play the game and you can make some money. So get in now and have some fun, make some money, and enjoy the game.
Plague Knights, guys. Plague Knights. That's the guild you want to be in. That's the guild you want to be in.
That's what we're cool. We're going to PK everyone. It's a PK season.
Cambria, best on-chain game 2025, actually won an award. So this is in the book.
We hit that, baby.
So Shaz, if you could add or tweak one thing in Cambria, what would it be?
Oh shit, that's a good question, man. Holy, you put me on the fucking spot. XP rates? I'd say XP rates.
Easy.
Yeah, I'd say XP rates. Like, I like the hardcore aspect of things. If we're gonna have 10 days on, let's reach the end game on like the last 2-3 days. Not have it on the first 2-3 days, Like, I would rather be fighting the boss and have everyone get into that final boss, because it's so much more exhilarating. That where 10,000 players have been grinding for 7 days straight. They haven't been able to kill the boss because they don't have the right equipment, etc., etc. But by the 8th day, you managed to craft it because you got your XP up, right? The grinders have grinded, they got the items, and then the last 2 days become a fucking fuck fest where everyone's chasing for the best farming spots, everyone's chasing for the best loot, just to finalize the last bit. I think that for me that's big. And for the longer seasons that are to come, hopefully, low XP rates would be good, because it gives people the potential to not hit the max levels so early on, so the content becomes repetitive. So I'd like that to be something that way, just gradual, and then it just fun all the way to the end.
And then last but not least, Are you playing for fun, dominance, clout, or all three?
Season 2 was more because I went for rank 1, more clout and fun. This season is definitely for fun. Like 100%, I'm playing it for fun. Oh, don't get me wrong. Like you feel me? You feel me? That's a bonus. That's fun as well, you know? That's hella fun. Yeah, this season's definitely more orientated towards fun. And I think we're going to see that with a lot of players. Even if you lose money, you're still going to have fun. And that's what matters. This is just an experience for you to go into season 4 with a better experience so you can dominate and make money. So, yeah, I think this season is going to be really about fun, PvP, carnage, destruction, sabotage, espionage, just everything. Like, literally everything.
Well, thanks for that, Shaz. That was the interview, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was useful. Big dubs to Shaz for taking his time and doing this interview with me. Make sure to share it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Don't forget to use our links in the description. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Ciao.
Peace out.